There we go. I was literally a step away. Okay. Kind of curious what's over here, but fuck it. I can go look. Have the time. We have the mount. And what the hell was the key to auto run? Because holding down number lock. Thank you, Lord. The amount of auto running I've been doing has actually made my fingers sore. Okay, I'm still super high. Curious. Giant valley that's empty. Ugh, allergies. There. I wonder if this necropolis is all the dudes that died from trying to invade the dragons or something stupid, but really, they're next to each other. I doubt everybody died. Exactly. Fine. There's nothing in this area. Oh shit, there is stuff down here. Did I add it on? Draw distances are pretty much ass is all. Oh, there's something up here. Eusibi Necropolis. Which means there's a way to get up here somewhere. I wonder if this is part of the quest for Third Warden? Interesting. First Warden. Yeah. I'm lucky they can't fire anything too far. These dudes are pissed. First, second, third. First. Powerful shielding spell. AKA it will wreck me. Now I know it's there. All these little temples. Something serious had to go wrong if you have all these temples and they're filled with a bunch of dead people. Vaguely looks like a... Oh shit. Horses. You look like a quest tab. Oh, I came here. This is a dude. Maybe not. I swore there was some other dude that did that. Might still be it though. Okay. Armored horses. City of the Dead. I kinda have a mild gripe about them calling this the City of the Dead because Call's not even this big. Somebody just lopped that shit down. My god, little tiny thing. Yeah. You can go into these things and the what? The Forsaken something. Wind. Okay, that pretty much concludes everything under this line on either side. Onto all these places. This one. these shown area already too, so. Eee. Funny thing I just noticed, I still have the actual audio on. The music in the background. Normally that is the first thing I turn off in almost any game. Or I turn it down to where I can't hear it. Because usually the music tracks are just like really out there and they're just like full on blast. Or you're going from area to area so fast that it's like a super crazy clash. But I'm partially jamming to these, so kind of funny. Where is in the distance? Oh! I'm vaguely surprised that there is harvesting here. Although, if the other island's housing, I guess this would be an extension of it, so it's not really that. Ooh, 400. And I have one 335. Yeah, this is most definitely. Oh shit. You are. Checking out some new stuff. This is pretty much Nagaman and spiders. Or why? Okay. Interesting. Is this the part of the world where there's actually stuff in the water, or do they take it out? Feebles and Arcanist. Okay. I remember. Didn't know about this place, or can't remember it. I've vaguely been out here before, but I think mostly it's in these places. Isle of Man, I believe. Or Jalen's Retreat, one of the two. As part of the quest line for the unicorn, I think. Rakshasa Citadel. Ooh. Night Hunter. $400 harvesting. I'm basically a retard and can't harvest. Ah, here we go. Somebody holds his guard. Come back around. Oh. Where'd you come from? Crawlies. Hunters. This makes me wonder if this is part of the hunter quest line and it just eventually sent you here. I'm actually worried about falling through the roof. Because like that happens. Do any of these open? If you all attempt to land and check it out. I don't see no people, so I'm guessing no. Nothing up there. It's an interesting place, though. Glad I got to at least eyeball it. north. And then head east. Check the coast. Swerving back out to sea. Player housing place, I think. Those look like general ruins that are dotted all over the place. Yeah, good player houses. Frankly, these places needed NPCs, at least in the ocean, kind of chilling out. Unless you were like really dumb and walked up and hit them, just for atmosphere. But I can see why not. Player areas, pretty much you are. The load was being taken up by all the things in the houses. So why add to extra? Don't really fault them too much for that, but it just doesn't look good. No permission. Fuck. Technically no way in there. I was trying to be a derp and just kind of pushing through some weird sideways window. This is pretty barren, but not as barren as I've seen something. Oh! Knock knock. Person reads. He's a dragon or some sort. He's an alcoholic. And holy shit. Either he has lots of orgies, or this is all the kids' beds and this bed gets a lot of use. trying to see if this is the unicorn place. The unicorn quest was super long and sent you to very far off places to go and talk to random NPCs and to go do random quests for yep, it was. Yeah. Raining. Playing unicorn. Unicorn. You were supposed to like inform them all or something that they lost unicorns, help lead them back so they weren't on the verge of extinction. Some weird thing. Okay. This is, I don't know if it's because of this or there actually is something, but because of this people were saying that there's a Kraken. Because I think this is like the only area where you're seeing these giant dead squid. And there's really no reason why they're beached out here. It would require probably like a dev to, the original dev, to explain the rationale for this, or to just say, hey, this got added at the last second. It's like a little tiny flavor item. Figuratively speaking, to kind of spice it up. But yeah, there's giant dead squid, and you're not exactly sure why or how they died. You just know that they're dead, and you're like, what the fuck's out here? When we first came out here, I believe when I did it, it was on my druid and we levitated out here. And there may or may not have been stuff in the water, but it was nothing that was like, oh my god. It was just, hey, there's stuff down there. And due to the draw distances, I don't think even if there was something there that I'm going to be able to see it. Which is kind of a bummer. What the fuck is out here? I see like shadows. Another island. This. Unless that's just my screen. That would be retarded. I'll wait on that one. But I wanted to check out this down here first. While I look down and freak out over the fact that someone's gonna reach up and grab me. Now, I remember there being like little dungeon things on these islands and evil dudes and all around bad guys, but I never got to a level to actually go there. But we did pass by them on the way to unicorn quest. I want to say there's things down there. Peekable thing. Oh, be on a fucking boat to see. I'll stick my head underwater after I get over here. I believe it's a crocodile of some sort. Interesting. Okay, yeah, there's shit down there. Fuck. Woo. Very angry turtle. Crasher's way down there, so yeah, there's shit down there. Check this out slightly. Temple of Cthulhu. Isle of Madness. I want to say I can remember the name, but exactly what you do here, don't know. Mage Hunter of Zen. Those look like the guys by the Dark Elf place where you kill the trees, but these ones have horns. Temple of Zoidberg. End of Zen. Field Facade. And Norton. That's not looking good. Ion, Mage Hunter. Ion. Drill Zarax. Now, you know these dudes are really evil if everything is capitalized. It was like a weird system. You can find named monsters, and then there are named monsters. Waste of Zen. Yeah. I was curious if there was a encampment there. These dudes are over here. I think I killed a couple of the fish dudes, but that was just on the side. It wasn't for quests because I hadn't gotten around getting any kind of quest for it. Purely for my own amusement. October. There's underwater breathing, so the fact that fuck is that? I don't know if that's the name or not. I want to say there's underwater breathing, so you probably can go into some of these places. It would just really suck because you're underwater. Game's weird. It had a lot of weird mechanics that it technically lets you do things, but they were hard. Pretty damn harsh. And the funny part is, a lot of the harsh mechanics, even when they dumbed the game down and made it super easy, are still there. You just can bypass them. It's not like they made everything easy mode, it's they made it so that there was so much content that they could nerf the shit out of whole huge swaths of the game and make it so that things were easy for you, but they totally didn't touch a lot of the mechanics. And hard mode is there, but who in the right mind does it when you can just take the easy way? And not have to deal with it. Like, most people don't go down there to explore. There's no reason to. You'd be crazy to do it. And if somebody even goes down there, it's more than likely because a quest sent them down there, and they're only spending the bare minimum time there. Kind of funny. It's 3 hours long so far. I thought I would at least run around Kojin, but I'll probably call it early. Then Flux, then Chaotic. There's nobody inside there. Would have been interesting. It is. Dude on top of there, which means, yeah, this all over. Western Winds Trading Post. Hit that before I go like this. And it will vaguely be done. Turtle. Yeah, weirdly, you see no more of those giant squids. So it makes me wonder what the hell was over there that made the squid die right there. I remember killing my way around here. No real reason just to do it. Ah. Haha. It looks like there might be an actual emulator. Let me look this up. EG. I will bookmark this and check it out one day. Oh, so apparently it's 12 days, 8 hours, 23 minutes. Checking out the emulator place, supposedly. Interesting. Yeah, Vanguard is shutting down on the 31st. And oddly, I think yesterday was the one time I saw a couple different people on. Depending on your level though, you're gonna have a hard time getting around. What I've seen are you can try using the 5-minute flying mounts, but they're a pain in the ass because they'll drop you in weird places when the time runs out. But I've seen one person put up flying mounts for like a single gold. So if you were low level and never did your flying mount quest, you should run over there real quick and try and snag one. I was pretty much running around trying to see what I could find, and past the low level areas, I was being chased around quite a bit. What game did that happen to be? The fuck? Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh. I remember when that launched. I think it was in the beta or whatever the hell they had going on. And there actually was a character named Silver Snow. NPC. When it launched. Never really got into Free Realms though. This game, I'm more bummed at memories of how it was at launch. The actual game mechanics. Yeah, little gnome looking thing. Or not, I don't even know if that was a gnome. Little shrunken thing. Golem. That's more detail than I could remember. I want to look in here, but I don't. I'm worried about that running up on me. Using the flying mounts to get close to things is a little bit hard because if it detects you're under something, it kicks you off. Which had me freaking out at one point over by the volcano. And the render distance is really bad. versus running around on my unicorn. Ooh. And didn't like me down there. Never actually been to this place, just ran by it for the unicorn quest. Way up there. But yeah, when I first started playing this again, I went like 4 days without seeing a single person in game. And the first time I actually saw somebody, I was like, "Oh my god, you're the first person I've seen in 4 days." And they cast a buff on me, and then I ran off. Oh, that's not good. The bugs of Vanguard. Yeah, I eyeballed the forums a little bit, and there weren't very many happy people. Oh god. I'm actually kind of amazed at the amount of bugs that still float around in this game. I wonder if they just wanted to change on what things they charge on for their microtransactions. And they didn't want to deal with a whole bunch of angry people, so they just said, hey, we'll just shut it down. Whoa. I'm actually mildly curious about the H1Z1. And I actually do fiddle around with landmark too. If they can get H1Z1 working on the PlayStation 4, that's probably going to make them a lot of money. Because you'll have the people that, we can make a house in here. You'll have the people that don't have the computers to run DayZ, but still want a zombie game like that. They'll be able to use their console and play H1Z1 instead. How do you even get out of here if you put a house in here? Is this sloped enough? So confused. There's so many houses in this place. I'm actually kind of impressed. A lot of places you only see like a handful. Maybe Free Realms just cost them too much. Wasn't it mostly targeted at really young kids, so they had to police it a whole bunch? It kind of is once you have the flying mount. The only thing I haven't been able to do is go into the dungeons. Which is kind of sad because this game had so many dungeons. I mean, ones that don't even have quests to go in, really. Because there's like handfuls of quests for like armor or weapons or whatever, and they'll send you into the dungeons, but then there's like just the random dungeon that they put off in some corner that almost next to nobody will find. No, they had flying mounts that they sold for station cash on the market. Because that's what I was gonna do, but they turned off the station cash button to open the market. So I was gonna say, screw it, I'll see how much it is and maybe buy one just to run around and be able to get some shots of everything. And then I couldn't find the button. I started looking around, and people are like, yeah, they took it out. And then a dev post even said something about at a month or more before we shut down a game, we turn it off. But then I saw that they were sellable on the market. And there was this one, and you only need to be level 1. Yeah, it's off right now. They turned it off. They said that at about 30 days before our shutdown, they'll shut it off. So I can't, and I think that's even the window to claim your veterans rewards. So I can't even get to that, just to kind of pull out whatever weird firework. But either there's a workaround to get to it, or somebody had a bunch of mounts, so I was able to buy this one. And there's I think an ice drake mount or something. That's still up, that flies. Yeah, their landmark marketplace is gonna make them so much money. It's gonna be retarded. They just need to change the prices because different color outfits are like worth dollars, and it's like, no. The few that I've seen that I like, there's no way I'm forking over that kind of money. Yeah, I was in EverQuest 2 for a while. You mean the free-to-play direction, or them just kind of abandoning the old games? I can sort of see why they're doing it though. This game is more than likely closing because it might be time for them to repay on whatever licenses for the game. And they have EverQuest coming up. So why have this game living and keeping some of the diehards in there when they can shut it down and send them all the other way to the other game? And their games are getting old. The codes change so much on what works and works better nowadays that they would have to literally rewrite their engine. And that's basically a whole new game. Oh, I hear ya. They don't help themselves sometimes. Where the hell am I? Oh, going that way. I'm kind of curious if they're actually going to shut down EverQuest 2. Was Free Realms totally developed by them, or did they sort of acquire that from somebody? Hmm. Yeah, but those licenses expire after a while. That's what happened with that Star Wars Galaxies. And they took the blame on that one, of having to close it. Yeah, Free Realm sounds more like a dick move, that they just didn't want to deal with the having to spend resources on keeping an eyeball on the kids. Shit. I'm dodging something. Looks so broken. uh, the clicky. Were the items at full price, or were there kind of like a super deep discount? Okay. I would actually imagine they would try and turn off the store, because if a game that I had just spent money on shut down a week later, I would be kind of wanting my money back. I have. Okay, yeah, if it was one station cache. I wish this game had actually left everything on, but just set it to 1. I would have been buying stupid things just to see what they look like. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised how they do their pricing. If they did it a lot lower, I would probably buy a lot more from their market stuff, but anything worth it or that interests me is like 800 or whatever. Don't they still have a card game or whatever that's linked into EverQuest 2? I think even in 1. This is random. I don't remember this place. And just for laughs, I will just run in here. Oh my god, it's literally letting... Wow. I'm basically God mode. It should be kicking me off of this. Okay, yeah, this is broken. Of course they're not gonna talk too much about EverQuest 1 and 2. They want to talk about EverQuest next in Landmark. I'm lucky none of these use arranged. Go away. Oh, alright. Go. It would be totally possible for them to... Oh, maybe not. They might be able to like reclose it and say, hey, you gotta buy the all access pass for EverQuest 1 and 2. We'll let you play them both. And then you still have to deal with the microtransactions. And I don't even know if they would close one, because there actually is an emulator for that. So it's not like people are stuck with nowhere to go. If they close the door on them, they will most definitely go someplace else. Wow. These caves always confuse me. There's nothing in them. Even though the fires are on, food on the table, nothing's happening. Always get scared everything's just gonna sort of kick on. Hey, that's not true. Money is sacred. That's your correction. You mean the shutting down? Vanguard would have been gone a long time ago. Free to play, I think, gave this game a couple extra years. But going free to play probably also lost it some years in free to play. Because I don't think this game makes, well, or made a whole lot of money. It probably made enough to keep it running, but barely, if that. Compared to other free-to-play games anyways. Not to be mean, but from what I've read from actual devs, it was actually kind of hard to touch the code of Vanguard. Try and fix one thing, 20 other things break. Oh, hey, quest. I think I actually leveled out here at one point. Different character. If anything, I blame SOE for buying a game as broken as it was. I kind of want to kill that to see what it drops. But I don't want to mess up my floating through the air. Something could be done. Have you ever heard of Final Fantasy XIV? Well, heard what that game went through. I'm sure. Did they actually make scorpion mounts? Did you play 1.0 or the 2.0? Because 1.0 was so bad that they fixed it as much as they could. But in the end, they literally threw out pretty much all of the PC and server code and totally rewrote it with a different game engine. From everything I've heard, they would have to do that to Vanguard to get this game, to keep this game running, or it wasn't so terrible. Yeah, 1.0 was like really shitty. It had a lot of issues and not much direction. But they threw pretty much everything out and rewrote it. New combat, different netcode. Even the story had to change. But it took writing a whole new game to fix what got screwed up. And Vanguard, as it is, I want to say I remember hearing I can actually play 14 on onboard graphics on my wife's laptop. It actually runs. And I only noticed that I was accidentally using the onboard when it looked laggy in certain spots. And then I was like, oh, yeah. With my current settings, that's bad. Ooh, cool. Mutineer Formius. But now that game's on like PS3 and PS4, so it'll pretty much be up forever. Yeah, that might not run it. It's so bad. I see these dudes out here with just like random quests, and I'm tempted to do it, but I have so much more of the land to fly over that I'll get stuck here for a whole day. Yeah, that game's vastly different now. It runs on so many more computers. I'm kind of curious if they're getting rid of this because their new games that are coming out, they'll actually be able to run on the PS4. It might actually lose support, but that might not be for an expansion or two. The director of 14 literally said they made the PS3 version even though the PS4 was out because they said they were going to do it, and he didn't want the community to think that he wasn't going to do what he said. Metal Node. Got like super long load times, but it works. Seriously, dude? Go away. And I think the PS4 version is literally PC version with same settings, just the shadows are different. Graphics wise, it's the same at the moment. I think I once came out here. Um. It might not happen ever again. Because they felt that the Final Fantasy franchise basically got tarnished. And that's pretty much Square Enix. If they had redone the game and it had flopped, they might have ended up having to be bought by somebody. Treasure Hunter. What's up? If they had failed, they would have ended up like that Rhode Island company. Was it 31 Studios or whatever? Kurt Schilling that lost his life savings. I had names off for some reason. Population of what? I go to all these? God. Hide your quest, I don't want to do it. Even though I really want to do it. Years ago, I got this quest, I guess. Or that's the first time I started tracking it. Maybe. They need to kick out their games and oh. I don't remember this place. But yeah, they have too many games in development for too long. Now that's where they need more Yoshi P's. He seems to be able to tell his underlings, yeah. Either whatever you're working on. now they're not bad financial wise. The problem is they were developing a whole bunch of different games that just never came out. Cave. Grotto of the Sea Hags. Coward's Plunge. I'm actually curious on how long it's been since somebody's been in some of these places. I think I'm going in here backwards. I could be wrong. Oh my god. It's an actual... I think I... Whoa. Oh. Seriously attacking me? Weird. Is that a debuff? Thanks for stopping by. It was nice to actually have somebody in here that knows what this game is. Now back to talking to myself. This is the first time that I can remember a zone being partially water. And for my faction, you can see that I've never been here before. I'm taking faction hits for this. But this is really strange. I'm like so stunned it's not even funny. Ooh, unique. Darkened bracers of disrupted tranquility. If I get a discovery, I'm gonna be amazed and kind of sad. Okay, no discovery. Ugh. Weird, weird, weird. What the fuck is this? Level 1? I'm wondering what the zone even is. Weird stuff like this is kind of what I expected from the game, and the fact that it's even in here makes me think that the lights. At one point, they had a lot planned for this game. That doesn't about. Yeah, I came in through here. The one thing that drops. We'll see right now. Oh. Where am I? I've never seen this place, to be honest. Cavern of the Damned. Technically nothing here. And I'm not killing stupid things. You motherfucker. Seriously. Put the buff back on. Put that buff on. Why am I being hit with 3 different things? Yeah, you guys are gonna get jacked. Dot on you. And you are dead. That is named. Oh, you a-hole. Don't want that to wear out. Sorry, homie. You are simply too low level. And I'm kind of picking on the weaklings here. Diamond. Ninja Flush. Whoa! Sapphire Teardrop Necklace. Jackals of the Drowned. Loot. Huh? Somebody's gotten that before. I don't even know how the fuck I got it in here. depths of something. Turn you off. Go to Explorer. Did I end up back here again? I did. Wow, this game has some interesting things. Can I... I've never seen some of these places. I didn't even know they existed. Coward's Plunge is the way out. Wow. I wonder if you came... How the fuck do you even get in there? Oh, there we are. Okay. Wow. That was insane. You see, this game has